morning, guys. So a lot of you were asking for the makeup that I was wearing in my last video, so that is what I am going to walk you guys through today. So I have been using the Ilia Super Serum Skin Tint SPF 40 lately. I really like this. It is a little bit thicker, so I like to apply this with my fingers first. I just took about like 4 drops. I'm just going to press this into my skin first. And because this is so thick, I do like to go in with the primer afterwards. This doesn't continue to feel thick on the skin. It's comfortable to wear afterwards, but like initially while spreading it out, it is a little bit thicker. So I'm just going to go in with a sponge really quick, just to push this into the skin a little bit more. So now over top of that, I'm going to go in with my Tatcha Liquid Silk Canvas. I'm just going to take one small pump of that and then just kind of press that over top. And I'm just going to focus this on the areas where I get, where I have larger pores. So like around my nose, my forehead, chin, and then just kind of press it in everywhere else. So for concealer, I'm actually going to be using 2. I'm going to go in with the Becca Light Shifter first. I'm going to focus this right on the inner corner. This is a super lightweight concealer, so it's not going to give you much coverage, but it really does brighten the area a lot. Kind of focusing more from the center out, I'm going to go in with the Kosas concealer, and I am in the shade 3.5, although I probably could have gone a little bit lighter in this. But now that we're getting into summer, it will match me a little bit better. So after I've blended that out with my fingers a bit, I'm just going to go back over that with the sponge. I love this sponge, by the way. It's so good. This is the e.l.f. concealer sponge. I believe it came out with their concealers, but I didn't expect to like it because it was so soft. So I've been like obsessed with this lately. I've been using it so much. So for that makeup look, I went in with the Kosas Tropic Equinox. This is the cream version. So I took this blush slash bronzer shade and just took it on a sponge. And I kind of use this in between like a contour and a blush. So I kind of tucked it in the hollows of my cheeks a bit, but then pulled it a little bit more towards the apple. And I just took a little bit more, put that right on like the outer portion of my eyes just to kind of elongate them. And then after applying all that, I'll just take like the clean side of my sponge and just blend out the edges. I love the Flower Beauty, what is this, satin finishing powder. I've been using this for so long. I'm almost out. So if you guys have any other powders for under eyes, I really like this one because it's very lightweight, it's illuminating, it doesn't cause any like creasing. I really do like this, but if you guys have any recommendations, I was looking to try something new. And then for a little bit more oil control in the areas where I get oily, I'm going to be taking the Milk Makeup Blur and Set powder. So just on the same brush, just going to press this to my T-zone. So something else I like to do with any excess powder is just go along the bottom of where I would contour or like put blush or anything like that, just to blur that line even further. I feel like I blend my makeup out to the point sometimes where you can't even see it, and that's perfect. Okay, so this next thing is a little tip that I picked up from one of the Rosy Ink videos. I can't remember, she was doing her makeup with another model, I can't remember her name, she's so gorgeous. But she did this little trick where she kind of elongated like the inner corner of her eye. I will link that video. She uses like a contour or bronzer or something. I'm just going to go in with one of these Glossier Sky Washes. Balm, which is just like a warmish brown. So I'm going to pull it a little bit out here and then a little bit out in the inner corner. All right, taking another Glossier Sky Wash, I'm using the shade Valley, which is just like a little bit more coral. And I'm just gonna dot this a little bit in the outer corner where we added that blush. And it's just gonna give a little bit more depth and color to the eye. We don't need to blend this out nicely or anything. I really like these because they are super easy to blend. Moving on to my brows, I'm still using this brow soap from Amazon that I've been mentioning the last few videos. If I feel like I want to fill them in I will do that afterwards. I used to fill them in first and then shape them, but I feel like doing it this way really allows me to see where I actually need to fill them in instead of, you know, me just kind of going ham right from the beginning. I've been doing this ever since I did that brow lift. I really, really like what that did for my eyebrows. I definitely would do it again. All right, let's put some lip balm on because my lips are so dry. That is the Balm CBD lip balm from e.l.f. All right, so I'm going to curl out my lashes. And then something I haven't done in a while, but I did do in that video, was throw on a little bit of mascara just on my top lashes. This is the L'Oreal Telescopic. This reminds me of the Glossier Lash Lift, but obviously half the price. It gives your lashes a very similar look, like fanned out, natural lash. I want to find a good lash serum. When I use like castor oil and stuff, I feel like it only does so much, although I haven't been doing that at all, so I guess that's a good place to start. Okay, so this is what the makeup looks like, totally done. Actually, I'm gonna add a little bit more blush. Now we're gonna go in with the highlight. Same sponge. This highlight is really pretty. I love it. Okay, now this is the actual finished look. So for my hair today, I just had it up in a towel. Right when I got out of the shower, I just threw in a little bit of the Sun Balm 3-in-1. I don't think I feel like doing my hair today. So the hair is on its way to being dry because it was in that towel. So what I'm going to do right now, just to get my hair out of my face while it dries a little bit more, I'm just going to throw it in a clip. Gonna throw on a little bit of jewelry. A lot of my jewelry, or I should say most of my jewelry, is either from Etsy or Golden. I'll do another little dainty guide today. All right, so I've got my necklaces and I've got my rings. This one is actually from Amazon. This is from Etsy, and then this is just my wedding stuff. So this is the makeup, extra dewy, perfect for spending the day in my living room. So on the game plan for today, it's like a lot of clean stuff, so I have to put that away.
Due to extenuating circumstances, representatives are not available to assist you at this time.
They just hung up on me. Just trying to open up a business bank account and I need like verification of stuff. So I was hoping to get that done right now, but I'll call them back in a little bit. Something else that I had on my list for today is to kind of research a bullet journal format that works for me. I don't love to design every page. I'll actually bring you guys over here so you can see. So I feel like I start out with really good intentions, you know, did this little cute thing, but this was for 2019. Just don't keep up with it. So for instance, I did this for like 3 days, but I didn't use any of it. So I don't know. So I'm looking for something that's going to hold me accountable, that's going to make me excited like every morning to like open this up and see what I have to do, write down things that I have to do. That is going to be my little task right now. If you do have any recommendations for journaling, I'd love to hear them.
Baby, I think I'm finally starting to get you. She told me through her teeth and her perfume, I never wanna see you again. But in the morning, she's pulling off her clothes in the bathroom. I'm standing in the hall, I'll be gone soon. Who did I think I was? And it's breaking up again. Telephone lines wrapped around my neck. I don't wanna think about anything you said. And now you're living in the south side, staring at the cars as they pass by. You're drinking up the smoke if you're too high. You're never gonna come back down. And you said that it was Jesus who broke into your room in an earthquake, shook you from your bed, all the glass frames shattered on the carpet floor.
All right, Alright, so I decided I want to take this clip out, and I'm just going to put my hair in a braid, or in 2 braids I should say. Actually, let me bring you to a mirror, that would make more sense. Do my little like faux French braid, so I start out with 2 pieces, wrap those around first, and just continually add hair. Okay, then once I get 2 around my ear, just going to integrate them all into a regular braid. The ends of my hair and the center of my hair is still pretty damp, so I'll probably just leave the braids in for the rest of the day. I just don't like to braid my hair from when it's really wet, because then it takes forever to dry, so I do like my hair to dry a little bit before I go ahead and braid it. The reason this is so good is because it's obviously like a cute style while you have it in, and then I'll probably end up leaving my hair in these braids until tomorrow, and my hair will be good for tomorrow too when I want to style it in a more wavy way. I get a lot of questions on like my wavy routine, and I always find that the second and third and fourth day hair are so much better than like the first, because my hair still has that tendency to want to go back into the curl and it will like frizz up a bit. All right, so let's try to call the bank again and see if we can get in touch with them, because it's been like a few hours, I think. I want to get that out of the way. Phone calls really stress me out, so like the fact that I'm actually willing to do this right now is like a big thing for me. So weird.
And it's